What up? What up? What up? What up?
My guy, what's up?
Shit, chilling, man. What's goody?
Not much, not much. Just a typical Friday in quarantine. Ain't got ish to do.
You ain't never. Actually, you doing a lot. You cooking, bro. You guys are cooking over there. I see you.
Some slight. We trying to develop into this new norm. Hopefully, it's not normal too long, and we out of here.
Hopefully, it's not the move, because I actually want to see friends, have game nights. I like having get-togethers. So, and my birthday, I'm not gonna be able to have my epic birthday party with my boy Mike this year because of social distancing.
Your birthday coming up soon?
And August.
Oh,
1st.
August. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you might be able.
Not risking it.
You know what? That's true. Your governor is about that life. Ain't playing no games.
Not risking. I'm glad he liked that, because
right.
I just saw on the news earlier today that Huntington Beach, like people were just partying at Huntington Beach. It's like, why?
Right.
How you been though?
I've been good. I'm here in New York, so
yeah,
epicenter, everything's crazy. So, haven't been doing too much. New Yorkers are not playing that game. We are not about that life. We don't go out. We don't do nothing. Probably had people come over, like one friend will come, for a couple hours, they dip out, but you ask them, so you gotta wash your hands, everything at the door, checking them out. It's real.
Who you been around? Who you been hanging out with?
A whole list.
You been quarantined by yourself? There's a whole checklist before you step in here. Got a
exactly.
hazmat suit on, everything.
Exactly. But have you been out?
Like, yeah, I've been out. Like, I go to the grocery store, or I go for a run in the morning.
Right.
And I work out in the crib, or I go to my girl's crib and I come home. That's it.
Right. That's it. Same old.
That's it. All
right. So just so everybody knows, thank you everybody for joining our live. We are here with. All right. I know it's not Gene. So is it Jean? Is it Jean? Jean?
No, it's Jean. It's Jean.
Jean Elie.
Jean Elie, yes.
Jean Elie. All right, perfect. So we here with him, and
you're a New Yorker for real, through and through. Is it Jean?
Oh, listen, you can't be disrespectful, so you have to make sure you say it correctly, because all the time.
And you from New York, so you should know how you say it, because you got mad Haitians out there.
Yo, what's so funny is one of my best friends is Haitian too. So, and I meant to ask him, and my homeboy is his name is Lejean, and I know. So I just want.
You're not pleading your case, brother.
I know. My bad. I'm gonna do better next time. That's all right. But everybody we got in here, you guys have seen him on Insecure, but he's been doing some great things. And we just here to talk to him. We definitely anybody have questions, we're gonna save it to the end. We'll definitely try to double back and try to get as many questions answered and all that good stuff. But even before we get to the good old Insecure, you just dropped this trailer for Send Help, and immediately I was on that. I was like, yo, this John look crazy funny. But tell everybody a little bit about Send Help.
Man, Send Help it's something I've been working on for the last 3 years. It's been in the pipeline. Right now it's in development over at Soul Pancake, and we're trying to find it a home.
Okay.
It's a coming of age dark comedy about a first generation Haitian American trying to support his mother and niece while chasing his dream to become a TV star. Okay. And while he's doing that, he's dealing with the trauma of his brother who got murdered, and he's like balancing these dysfunctional relationships between the women that he dates in his life.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a coming of age story that he's like trying to find himself and figure himself out in this whole Hollywood situation where everybody says they're doing something, but they're not really doing something a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, they talk about Hollywood, and you are from the East Coast. Right?
Yeah, I'm from Brockton, Massachusetts.
Brockton, Massachusetts, right? So, how much of the show is kind of based on your experience moving over to LA?
It's loosely based on me. So I pull a lot of stuff that happened to me. And then also I had another writer that was helping me out. His name is Mike. So he was helping me out in the writing process, and we pulled stories from him. He's also Haitian. So we have like the same experiences.
Right.
I feel like all our moms went to the same academy to have the same cuss words, the same problems, the same issues.
Right.
And actually, it's like all Caribbean people usually have the same story.
Right.
So, and we're just trying to like bring that out to the real world and show what it's like to be a first generation American and being the person that like speaks English, bilingual or trilingual, and having the family who has like the old ties to the motherland and coming to America.
Right. Right. So, you know, they like the whole premise, you know, is them trying to make it, and you know, he's trying to figure it out. How important was you know, what I saw her actually speaking Creole, and I was like, oh, that was super dope. Even having the subtitles, y'all gonna have to read it, you know, if you don't know. How important was that to you?
It was very important to me in the creative process. Like, I wanted to be real and authentic. I wanted everybody to feel like, oh, this dude is Haitian and his mom is like straight from the island. She's been in the US for some time, but she depends on the kids do well, so therefore she could do well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of families are like that. And so it was really important for me to have that correct. There's a lot of things that you guys haven't been able to see yet.
Yeah.
With the whole thing, but making sure that it feels authentic, it feels real, and it feels like everybody who has family in overseas or even in the States to feel like that's their mom, that's their homie, or that's their friend who you know is going through those things in the process of them chasing their dream and going against the grain from what their parents initially wanted for them and wanted for them when they came over. Came over to America. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, that's important. My parents I always call them off the boat as well. You know what I mean? Where my father came when he was 22 from Nigeria. My mom came when she was 11 from Trinidad. So as much as you say, yeah, they've been in America, but if you listen to my dad, he still got his accent, which is crazy, you know?
And they're all gonna still have their same values that they had growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, your values changed because you came to America, because you were born here. But their values are going to be completely different than yours, and they're going to always try to have you do what they thought was right for you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to kind of like be your own person, grow as your own pace.
Right. Makes sense. So, you know, even the acting thing, but again, like you just said, you writing, you're producing, you're doing all of those things, and we're starting to see a lot more people of color doing all of those type of things because there's so many different outlets and stuff for us to be able to do it. But I also read that you were like, I think I spread myself too thin. How do you feel about that?
I do. Oh, you do research. Okay. Sometimes I do feel like I spread myself too thin because I'm only one person. I'm only one person. So finding like the right team to help me facilitate my dreams and help me create and believe and understand that I'm not just a one-dimensional, I'm not just an actor. Like, I'm very much a creator. Because getting into this game, it was like, look, I'm not getting booked for the jobs I want to get. The work I want, I'm not being even considered for. So why not tell the stories that I want to tell? So I started like learning everybody else's jobs, so therefore I can continue to do what I do, and then meeting those people that I'm gonna bring in to help me facilitate those dreams and help them create their dreams too. Because the process of me fulfilling my dream is I have to help someone else fulfill their dream as well. So contacting these people, and then constantly like running around in these circles to make sure everybody is always talked to. They appreciate like things are working out. And then I'm like editing, I'm like shooting, I'm like producing, I'm writing, like all these things. I feel like I'm doing a lot. And sometimes I just want to be like, I don't want to do anything anymore. But I didn't get in this business to just sit on my ass and wait for someone else to give me something. I knew I had to take it if I wanted to make it.
So I'm talking about it. Listen, you had no choice. And you here now. Gotta
No
keep it
choice,
going.
bro. Like even coming out here, bro, like getting off the plane and then being told by the person I was supposed to live with, telling me that I can't live with him, and I had to like become friends with a dude I met at baggage claim to live with him. You know what I'm saying? Like it. You just gotta like learn how to pivot and make things work,
Right,
no matter
right.
what. You feel me?
Sheesh. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hopefully we're gonna see that in Instant Help, a little piece of it.
Oh, you probably see some stuff. You probably see some stuff.
What's up?
Yeah.
So getting into the insecure piece, right? First and foremost, again, super huge fan of Insecure, super huge fan of your character. But just tell us like how you actually like even got the role.
It's not a glamorous story. Like, yeah, I was walking down the street and Issa saw me. She was like, "Yo, you got it, man. You the man." Now
Right.
I like auditioned like everybody else.
Okay.
But I literally manifested it though.
Okay.
Because in 2015, I was at Urban World Film Festival debuting a short film I produced called A Gentleman Always.
Okay.
And I starred in it as well. And I got myself a seat over at the premiere for Insecure there. They were doing the premiere. And I started and I was like, man, this is a dope show.
Right.
The show was beautiful.
Right.
And Issa, Molly, Lawrence, they had like a Q&A afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just listening. And then after that, an interviewer asked me, can you see yourself on the show? I said, yeah, I can see myself on the show. And then a year later, I'm auditioning to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the whole process of going in thinking that I wasn't going to get the role because I'm a heterosexual man and the character's a gay dude. And I'm like, they're not going to choose me. Like, nah, they're not going to pick me.
Right.
And I thought they were working with some guy in the room, like really giving him a lot of attention. So I was like, oh, he's going to get the role.
Right.
So I walked in, I was like, I'm just going to do whatever and then keep it pushing.
Right.
They liked it. And they made me do it again. They liked it again. I was like, okay. Then I went home, and the way to like get over stuff as an actor is you can't hold on to things. So I said, they're not going to call me again. It's cool. I did my part. I had fun, and I'm done.
Right.
I get a call a week later say they want you to come back in. I said, oh, okay. All right. Okay. Wow. I get there, and there's mad people there who are actually dope. And I'm like, damn, they got credits. Like, I'm like, all right, well, we'll see what happens.
Right.
And they liked my take again. Like Issa was there, Prince. I think Prince was there. Melina was there, and we did the take, and everybody started laughing in the room. I was like, okay, all right, but cool. They just wanted to see me. That's it. Okay, cool.
Right.
At least I won the room. I left, forgot about it. Another week goes by. If I don't hear anything like the day after or that day, I didn't get the job.
Okay.
I have to just forget about it because it stresses me out. So I didn't get the job. And then I'm at the coffee shop with my cousin Banksy, and we're thinking about what we're gonna create, what I'm gonna create next.
Yep.
Talking about his music that he's doing. And I get a call from my boy Tim, who works at the Full Screen, my management firm at the time. And he said, yo, they want you. I said, they what? They want you to play the role. I was like, get out of here. He was like, yeah, they want you. I was like, oh, I gotta go home. I gotta go do some work. I was like, yo, I gotta be out of here. Cause like I had to go and do the research on who Amal is before he showed up in the series. Right. And like the things he'd been through before he got to where he's at in the show. Right. So I had to go home and do that research, do that homework. And call on friends and remember stories from roommates I've had in the past who were gay, who were telling me their experience growing up and what that was like for them. Right. And like use that stuff as the as like a loose outline for how Amal was raised and what he went through. And then like researching people like Baynard Ruskin or James Baldwin and how and what were their stories like and how they experienced life. And since they're writers and activists, like they really can articulate how they felt. Right. So I was using all that stuff, and then I looked at the examples of what a gay man looked like on TV, compared to the gay men that were in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, there's a disconnect on
Yep.
that.
Yep.
So I would rather play the people I see in my circle, way play like them, because they sometimes they try to portray gay men as just feminine when they're not. There's multifaceted to a gay man in the community. So my homies were so dope to like be open to like speak to me and tell me everything. And I was like, I'm gonna play like my homies that I see, and show like a different version of this, and to a whole another take that we don't necessarily see on TV. You know,
that was, I mean, the fact that you did the research for a gay man's character speaks volumes, because normally, to your point, oh, I'm gonna play a gay man, so I'm just gonna be feminine, or I'm gonna talk a certain type of way, I'm gonna, you know, my neck, or whatever the case that they have portrayed on television. The fact that you took the time to be like, okay, this is not necessarily one type of gay man. There's plenty of gay men, and I'm just gonna show one that isn't represented. So that's dope, man. That's really
yeah, man. That, cause like, one, I didn't want to be chewed out. So I knew I'd be roasted. They would have been off of my head. So I was like, I have to like do it the realest way possible and just really put myself in those shoes, and how would I move in this world, and how you know. So, and it was great, because after that, after season 2, a friend of mine came out to me, and I didn't know he was gay, and I was like, man, that's crazy. We went to college together, and he never told me nothing. So being able for him to feel comfortable to tell me now felt really good, and know that I was doing my job correctly. You know,
that's good. That's, I mean, like I said, that's commendable. That's definitely dope. So did you, just one more question on this, did you feel as though like, or get any feedback, not feedback, but kind of any hate towards people that were like, one, you know, why are you playing a gay role if you're not a gay man, you know? And then other people feeling like, oh, it's a whole bunch of other gay men that's not getting jobs and X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Did you see any of that? And then also,
of course. I did an interview with somebody, and he thought I was gay.
Okay.
He thought I was gay. So when I told him over the phone I wasn't, he was like, ugh. And then he went online and started like rashing all that. Like, how would they give, he's a sweet person, but like, why would they give him the job? And there's so many gay men. And I thought, my thought was like, Neil Patrick Harris is a gay man, and he plays straight dudes all the time. And we don't have any issues with that. As long as I'm not disrespecting, I'm not being disrespectful, and I'm trying, and I'm working on, I'm playing the truth to my truth. Like, I shouldn't be cut down for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the extent of it. Other than that, like, people still be trying me, so it really doesn't matter at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
It's an art. You gotta do your thing. Acting is acting. Somebody said
acting is acting. Exactly.
So, all right. First of all, congratulations. Just heard that Insecure just got renewed for season 5. So applause for you guys for sure. That's amazing. You know. So how has it been from season 1 to season 5? Season 4 now. What has changed? Just from an overall standpoint.
What do you mean? I don't get the question.
So you guys, in terms of how you are, how you're perceiving just the growth of your career from you breaking out season 1 to now we're here at season 4. What has changed in your life?
In season 2. I started
season
in
two. Excuse me, season 2.
I started season 2.
When did, how did, now we well, I would say 2 years. It's 2 season years, but y'all wanted to do some hiatus stuff. But, you know, I know that was above you, and I'm not going to be upset and let everybody know that. But, excuse me, season 2 to season 4, what has changed on your side from just personal standpoint, business standpoint, now being on a hit show?
A lot, bro. People listen to me now. Like, people are more if I suggest something or I think of something or I'm creating something, more people are to listen. They're ready to listen and hear what I have to say. And if I'm creating a story, that they're more in tune to like, okay, take that idea more seriously. Take me more seriously as an actor, and then also take me more seriously as a creator.
Okay.
When you're creating by yourself, you have to like, you don't want to get you're not really like looking for validation, but you need validation.
Right. Right.
So Insecure validated the things I was doing and the things I was creating. So much so that I was able to get an offer from someone like So Pancake to create my own show.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's helped me tremendously
right.
in my creating process and me becoming who I am in the work I create, you know?
Right. That's dope, man. And that's why you got to keep putting in the work and doing what you need to do in order to elevate and just
and I was just ready, and it makes you ready for when that time comes where they do ask you for what you want to do.
Right.
Because I was already stockpiling scripts, projects, things I wanted to do.
Right.
And once Insecure happened, they're like, "Oh, do you want to do something?" I'm like, yeah, I do. I got all this.
Right.
Let's do this.
Stacked up. That's good. So, in terms of your relationship with Issa on the show, that dynamic is so very brother and sister. Like me and my sister, she will always say, she said something like, "Yeah, I'm beautiful until my brother say something." Like, you already know, like, I'll be the first one to bag on her. Like, those eyelashes are windmills. Like, take that off. You know what I mean? And that's so much of you guys' relationship is so authentic. What was it like kind of building that up?
The building that up, honestly, we just walked into it. And I think I feel like since Issa has brothers,
mm-hmm.
I have sisters. Like, I was the middle child.
Okay.
So I have an older sister and I have two younger sisters. I had my older brother passed away, but I had an older brother. Right. So I have that banter with my sisters. I have that banter with my older brother.
Right.
Issa most likely had that same banter with her oldest, her brothers and I think she has her sister too.
Okay.
And then Issa, our chemistry is just so dope.
Yeah.
Our chemistry is so dope on screen and off screen. Like, she's so cool, and she actually acts as a big sister to me in real life.
Right.
So that respect, that joking, all that stuff that gets translated off screen and is on screen.
Right.
So it's great to walk into work and you're like, I'm just going to go play with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's a fun experience.
Right. So, in terms of like actually this past episode, it was like kind of we got to see a different piece of you and Issa's relationship, but then also we got to dive deeper into Amal, which I thought was so dope. And both of the brothers of Molly and Issa were really giving some real life info, like some real life talks about stuff. Mm-hmm. Will we be able to see, or will we be seeing more of that? I would say softer side, but more of that like real life conversation type stuff with Amal?
Look, man, just keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. There's a lot of good stuff happening this season.
Okay.
This season was really, really fun. And that episode, I was excited, very, very excited to do that episode. I made a post earlier today about how I was feeling the day we're going to shoot. You know what I'm saying? That is like, I was excited because Issa was telling me about this episode for a while, but I didn't. For me, I don't believe it. I believe it when I see it. Okay. And when I saw the script, I was like, "Oh, we gonna win!"
Right,
yes.
Right.
And you get to see a different side of the mall, which I was super excited about because you get to. It was a part where I get to sink my teeth in and really like play and live between the lines.
Right.
So that was really, really fun for me to play them all, and then the car scene where we were talking about, because my therapist told me, that was all us playing. We were playing in between the lines, and I end up saying, my therapist said. Right. And like, they're like, we'll keep that. And they kept that scene. I was like, all right, that was perfect. Yeah.
How much of it is really you guys just kind of that banter and stuff like that? Is it a good piece of it, of you guys kind of going back and forth?
No. It's a lot of it's on the page.
Okay.
Them writers is nice. Like, they're nice. A lot of it's on the page. A lot of it's on the page, but every once in a while you get that you're so in it, you're in the zone, you get to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like something comes up and clicks.
Right.
And it's what was going on in the episode, what was going on in the season I read so far, kind of like informed how Amal moves moving through the world. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, let's go for it. Let's just play. Let's do it. Do. Yeah.
So, all right. I just need to know, what's up with you and Kelly? I need to know. You and Kelly, first of all, I think Kelly, Natasha Rothwell, I know
Natasha Rothwell, yeah.
She is hilarious. You guys together, whenever you two are in a scene together, it's a wrap. It's just a wrap. And I hope that we get to find out at some point why y'all don't like each other.
Keep watching. I can't say nothing about that.
You know what? This interview is done. He's not telling us nothing, y'all. It's nothing.
But like Kelly's dope. She's amazing, man. In season 3, she just riffed on me, and I was like, and like y'all didn't see it because like they just chose whichever one they chose, but she was like riffing, just joke after joke after joke, and I was like, damn. I was like, sheesh. I was like, can I go? Can you put the camera back on me?
Right.
She gotta get her. Yeah.
Right.
That's fun,
dope.
man.
That's dope.
Really fun.
All right, quick question. Are you team Lawrence or team Daniel?
Look, I wanted Lawrence to win.
Right.
But when I saw Issa and Daniel kicking it, I was like, this could work if they wasn't so stubborn. If they wasn't so stubborn, this could work. But I'm always gonna root for Daniel. I'm always gonna root for Lawrence.
Lawrence is it. I feel like Lawrence is the good majority of the good guys that kind of finished last. And he had a whole crew of people that felt the same way because he was really trying to get his stuff together or whatever the case may be. And right when he was getting his stuff together, then Issa had to go do what she had to do. You know what I mean?
But I also like Condola for Lawrence though.
We go Condola. I like Condola too. Condola just don't really mess with him like that.
No. She let him come to Thanksgiving. They be kicking it like.
Yeah, she let him. She didn't even invite him though.
She didn't invite him because she didn't want to put no pressure on him. Like, come on, you started dating somebody like within the first couple of months. You gonna come to my Thanksgiving dinner? You're not. I would have thought you would have went to Thanksgiving with your family.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
So
I guess. I'm still. See, honestly, I like Condola and Issa. Them two are better than Condola and Lawrence. That relationship, I need to stay because
I like that relationship too. I like
Condola.
I like Condola.
Somebody to.
I like Condola.
In, so.
But what's crazy is y'all need to put some respect on Condola's name. Y'all be condolences. Bye, Condola. I'm like Canola. Y'all put some respect on her.
Oh yeah, we a little shady to Condola. It's okay. We love her though. We apologize. I just want to know how much money she make because her house, and I know she in LA, so she got bread. Y'all need to go ahead and let me know what's going on with them. That ad exec or whatever she doing, she got money.
Yo, PR pay. PR pay. You know how much PR is? PR be like 10 racks, 5 racks a month.
Yeah, well, I'm at the
own the firm with all them clients. She lit.
Right. That's crazy. So going kind of back outside real quick, in terms of like entertainment industry and the fact that you have you got to play so many different roles within it. What are some of your frustrations within the current entertainment industry?
Currently, finding someone that believes in your product and believes in you as an individual,
Right.
Because the way things work, or the way a lot of things work in my experience is, you can either create yourself and do it all guerrilla yourself and then push it and do all that stuff, or you could get a network behind you, but a network's most likely not going to be behind you fully unless you have someone that's already did it before,
right?
Because they don't trust you, and because you're playing with money.
Right.
So you need someone that's going to kind of hold your hand, even though you know what you're doing,
right?
And you've done the research, you know what you're doing, but you need someone that usher you along, and trying to bring in new people, because a lot of times if you're trying to bring in new people, they're like, I never seen anything that person did,
right?
And you're fresh yourself, so how am I supposed to trust that person can carry what you're trying to do?
Right.
So you need someone bigger than you, or someone that they've vetted already to say, yo, that person's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like getting your project sold, getting your project made, getting someone to read your script. There's so much stuff going on that you have to like kind of have thick skin, one, and be resilient. You got to be resilient in your drive and your tenacity to make that thing happen, because a lot of times people will send a script to somebody and don't follow up because they're like, oh, I'll wait for them to hit me back. Now, you got to call that man back or call her back, to see if they read it. If they haven't read it, try to see what they need to help them read it faster, or something for them to like get into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to constantly be hitting people up and not be pushy, but just like, oh, hey, what's going on? Just checking in. Have you got a chance to check this out?
Right.
Or, and once people read it and they like your stuff, they're always going to be answering your messages. They're always going to be answering your calls, because they believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, finding people who believe in your craft and believe in your artistry is probably like the hardest part. And once you got them, keep them.
So we focus on men of color, and we do a lot of content specifically for them, just because I felt like we didn't have enough outlets just for Black and brown men. So one of the issues I've been not dealing with, but just understanding or not seeing enough of, is where is the content for our demographic of Black and brown men from like that millennial age, where they are the star of their show, and they're also, they're not a father. I feel like they got the Black father thing down. There's so many representations of Black fathers, and thank God, we appreciate them. I love them. It's awesome.
Send help, bro. Send help.
That's what it is. But we need more. We need more of that type of content.
Yeah, and that content's being written. People are writing it. It's just you're just not in the rooms yet, or they're in the room. We just don't know about it, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening that people don't know about. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's happening that I don't know about. And also, you got to understand that your name is probably being spoken in rooms that you're not even in yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that you're not even privy to that information.
Right.
So just constantly like work on your stuff. Like James Bland is. Someone said James Bland. James Bland is another person that's like working and getting that stuff done. Giants, bro.
Giants is dope.
He did that by himself.
That was our first cover. We had them on our first cover. Giants.
James Bland did that by himself.
Yep.
With a team of people, with CJ and all that, like Vanessa and Vanessa. All these people are just dope.
Yeah.
Like, they work so hard on their craft, and they invested in themselves, and just put the money where the mouth is, and started really making it work.
Right. That's it. So I'm gonna if you guys have any questions, you guys can jump in and ask any questions if you have. But before we do that, just what else should people be looking forward to from Jean Elie?
Well, they just dropped something in the trade about this Romeo and Juliet project I did earlier this year. It's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be dope. one of the directors from Giants, Corey directed it. Kerry directed it.
Okay.
And it's gonna be fire. It's
Okay.
gonna be really, really fire. I'm interested to see the final product because everybody on that project was heavy hitters, and it was super fun.
Right.
To be a part. Like I had a small scene in that, but it was really, really fun.
Okay.
Send Help is another thing. I hope to have news for you guys very soon because we're talking to some dope people.
Perfect.
And there's some Throwback Holidays coming back out because of the holiday season, so you guys can check that out. It's on BET.
Okay.
You can catch it on demand. It's probably on demand right now too. And if you haven't seen me in American Crime, you can check that out on Netflix.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh, questions? Like, we might have talked a lot, and they know you're not saying nothing. That's why they ain't asking no real questions that they want to. For real.
I can't spill the beans, dog.
Dang. Sunday.
No
So Issa, next episode,
well done, bro.
Issa, Insecure comes out on HBO, of course. Sundays
at 10 p.m.
So make sure everybody tunes in. And again, my guy, thank you so much for hopping on and just chatting with us. We appreciate it. And thank you everybody for
bro. Like, it's a pleasure.
Of course. And thank you everybody for tuning in too, man. We appreciate it. Signing out.
All right, be good.
There goes.